Hi guys, Amazia here. I hope you're doing well during this lockdown. I hope you are able to enjoy this moment and grasp the beauty of slowing down within our lives and yeah, and also start connecting more with our families and our homes and our nests. And also kind of working on ourselves, working on what it is that bubbles up for us in this moment of uncertainty, in this moment where all our fears come up to the surface, and we can feel anxiety, we can feel a lot of negative emotions in the air, and that's because of the situation we're living in. But it's actually a positive thing. It's not for us to bottle up those emotions with drink or drugs, or or simply just kind of going on Netflix and trying to forget it, because actually what's happening is that we are coming to a new consciousness, to a new conscious kind of way of being, and this is a perfect time to start healing and to start going in and trying to release whatever emotions are overwhelming right now. And emotions stand for energy motion. Emotions is simply energy that is running through you, okay? So energy and movement. So when we have negative emotions, they tend to be, if we have the repeated same negative emotion that triggers us every day with the same thing, it tends to mean, they tend to create like balls of energy within the body. They're like, balls of energy within the body that just stay there, and they get bigger and bigger, and then they end up getting into your tissue and actually causing disease and pain, and it can hurt your immune system, bringing down your immune system. There's many different things that these balls of energy can create, but the idea is that we want to try and release those negative emotions and allow there to be a nice flow. Now, there's a lot of practices that you can do, whether it be yoga, chanting, meditation, writing things down in a book, whatever you feel you need to write down, or releasing the emotions so they flow out of your body, so you don't maintain them and suppress them within your body, so that your body doesn't get battered. One of the things that I did, I tried all sorts of different things. I did all sorts of different treatments and all sorts of different massages. And I tried acupuncture, Reiki, physiotherapy, chiropractic, osteopathy. I tried everything. And until I didn't actually go in and go into my memories, nothing really shifted in my body. I mean, it would shift for a bit. Like, it's like when you go and have a massage, you go and have a treatment, it shifts, you feel great, then you go home, and then you get triggered in the same way with your husband, your wife, with your children. You get triggered in the same way. Why? Because the inner child is getting hurt again and will not, you just don't, you cannot accept that this is happening, and therefore you get triggered again, and then your body gets triggered again, and then you're in the same situation you were before you went to have the massage. So now I'm going to show you some tricks on EFT. EFT is Emotional Freedom Technique. And then there's the reprinting of the matrix, which is also a really powerful method that I used to go in and go into the memories. But EFT is a really basic thing that you can do at home. And I'm just going to show you the really basic procedure of that. So what I'd want you to do is to, first of all, take a nice big deep breath. Take a nice big deep breath for me. Good. And from a 1 to 10, I want you to tell me, like 1 being a really bad breath and 10 being a really good deep breath. You can give me a number. Okay, brilliant. And then now what I want you to do is do some tapping with me. So you grab 2 fingers or 3 fingers, and you tap. So you tap very lightly, like this, on the head, and then here, and the bone here, and the eyebrow. 3, 4 times maybe, and then on the other side of the eyebrow. And then underneath the eye, here. And then under the nose, under the mouth. And then here, there's like a hole here in between this bone and this bone, so you tap here. and then where the bra strap is, lovely, and then here, and then all your fingers. Great, lovely. And now I want you to take a nice big deep breath. So your breath has probably got better on the second time round, and that just shows you what the tapping actually does. So when you tap, we have energy lines running through our body. The energy lines in the areas that we are tapping are related to all of our emotions. So as you're tapping, you're kind of decoding the information. So you're kind of changing the information that's flowing through those energy lines. Therefore, you start coming to the heart in some way. It's like peeling the onion, the layers of the onion. Okay, so normally if we're really angry, it might, from anger, we might go to guilt, and then we'll go to sadness. So there's always a deeper emotion underneath whatever emotion you're feeling, okay? So what I want you to do is have a little think about what it is, the issue that you want to work on, or maybe it's a pain, whatever it is that's frustrating you right now, okay? So I want you to close your eyes and actually go to that within your body. If you can feel the energy in your body, it might be in your heart, it might be in your chest, it might be in your tummy, it might be in a shoulder, okay? So once you find that, I also want you to describe to me the material. Is it solid? Is it really heavy? Is it cement? Is it lead? What kind of material is it? Is it very heavy? Describe what it could be. Could it be like a baseball, the shape of it? A baseball? Could it be a tennis ball? Could it be a golf ball? Could it be a brick? Okay. Great. And now tell me a color. Don't think too much. This has to just come. Okay, so you give me a color. And what emotion is attached to it? It could be anger. Let's say anger. Okay, so basically what I want you to do is I want you to tap through, and we're going to start with a karate chop. So we start here. So I want you to repeat after me with the description that you have with whatever it is, whether it be a pain, whether it be anxiety, whether it be fear, whether it be sadness, whether it be guilt, it doesn't matter. Okay? So so you repeat after me, even though I have this, I'm going to put an example. I have this red brick of anger in my tummy. You repeat whatever it is you have. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. All this anger, or whatever it is you have, this red brick in my chest, not allowing me to breathe, not allowing me to be, making me feel anxious. This red brick of anger in my tummy. Okay, so that's one round. So now I want you to take a nice big deep breath. And I want you to feel and tell me if it's changed position, whether it's changed color, whether it's changed to a different shape, and what emotion it has. Because it could have moved from anger. It can be something else right now, or it could just be a little bit less. And then what you do is you tap onto that. So even though I have a blue brick, small blue brick in my throat, I love and accept myself deeply and completely. I love and accept myself deeply and completely. So as you breathe, it shifts, it shifts and it takes you to the heart. It takes you to the heart and it brings it down. Okay, so you take a nice big deep breath now. And it will basically move around. So you can do this as many times as you want until it reduces to the point that there's nothing there. So then you can ask yourself, like, the intensity. So before you do the tapping, you can figure out what intensity there is from a 1 to 10. How intense is this anxiety? How intense is this sadness? How intense is this pain? And then once you've finished the rounds, you can then ask yourself, how intense is it now? And you will see whether it's gone up or down. Normally, it just reduces, okay? If you want to go a little bit deeper with EFT, you can then ask yourself the question, when was the first time I felt this feeling of whatever it is? Or when was the first time I felt this pain? Okay. Or when was the first time I felt this feeling of fear? And your subconscious mind will naturally take you to a memory. And then you go to that memory and you visualize yourself in that memory as a little girl. And what you can do is run through the movie, run through the picture of what it was you went through. If it's not too traumatic, if it's too traumatic to visit, you may need help. You may need somebody to help you do this. You can contact me. I happily do these sessions because I'm a certified therapist. So you can just contact me and we can book in a session. But you can run through the movie, just run through the story. And as soon as you feel a little bit like intense, where it's super intense, you just tap and everything is going to be okay. You know, and even though I'm in the classroom and everyone's bullying me, I know everything is going to be okay because they don't know what they're doing. You reframe it, you make it positive. They don't know what they're doing, they're kids, you know. They don't know what they're doing. And it's okay because people do stupid things sometimes, you know. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everything's going to be okay, you know. Everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be great. I'm going to find, you know. Anyway, so you go into the memory if you need to, okay? But I would keep it simple and just go into whatever it is bothering you today and then just reframe it, you know, whatever it is. Oh, all this anxiety, I love and accept myself deeply and completely. All this anxiety is not allowing me to move forward. But everything is going to be okay because the sun is shining. Yes, the sun is shining. And communities are talking to each other and I'm going to be okay, and I have to be thankful for what I have, yeah? And then as you are saying this, you are decoding the information within your body system. You are resetting, you are reprogramming yourself, okay? So I hope this has been helpful. I may do like an EFT, run through EFT, but EFT is a little bit more complicated. But what we would do is we would go into the memory in real time and you would do the work. I basically only guide you, and you can change memories in real time and create a resolution and shift it to a positive and actually help your inner child. Because everything that is triggering you today is simply your inner child shouting out because they're still traumatized or they still need that help they didn't get on that day when dad left and abandoned them. So their relationships today, your relationship today is still, you're still having the same situation. When your girlfriend dumps you, you're still feeling that same intense abandonment feeling. And that's why we're so scared and we have so much fear into going into relationships. We have so much fear for sharing things with other people because we don't want to get hurt. And that's because our inner child is still really hurt for whatever happened to us when we were children. And this is the time to heal, to go within and to be good with our children inside us. Our inner child needs us right now more than ever. We are part of the planet. We are the planet. And therefore, for us to grow with the planet, we need to heal. Anyway, namaste. I hope this was helpful.